Across every continent, every country, the coronavirus pandemic has reformed our lifestyles. From mandated face coverings to business closures, many individuals are struggling through this time. As you watch this episode of Odd One Out and try to find the mole, look closely over the opinions of this terrible time in our society and how education has been affected by this health crisis.
I mean, hell, I would love to go to school, but I can't.
I mean, I want to go back because, like,
school? Wait. You would love to go to school?
Hold on.
We brought together 7 people who are against schools reopening.
I'm against the schools reopening.
I am against schools reopening.
I'm against schools reopening.
I'm against schools reopening.
I'm against schools reopening amid COVID-19.
I am against the schools reopening.
I'm against schools reopening amid COVID-19.
1 is a liar. If the group discovers who the liar is, they split a cash prize. If the liar survives, they win the entire prize. This is Odd One Out.
Alright, hi.
Okay, conversation. That's what we need.
It doesn't. You guys did see on the news where, as soon as they opened it back up, it was like almost 100,000 cases. 100,000 more cases, right?
Yeah.
So it wouldn't make more sense. It wouldn't make much sense to open the schools back up anyway if you're just going to end up with more and more cases. This game, I can tell, takes a lot of paying attention to detail. You have to see maybe who's talking too much or who's not talking as much, or if someone's trying to change the topic a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, like, let's be honest here. I think, and I'm not trying to call anybody out here. I'm not trying to call anybody out. But I think whoever said yes is from the South.
Wow,
Wait a minute. All right, we're getting somewhere. We are definitely getting somewhere.
Wow.
The thing is,
like 60% of everybody.
That means it's down to you or you. So,
Get out of my face, watermelon man.
Nick,
what do
you
you
do
mean get out
realize
of your face? You might be the guy.
Nick,
I
you
am
do
always
realize-
not.
I am not for it.
The thing is, you want to try to point out the dumb guy. You want to try to corner them, make him a little bit nervous. I mean, I got nervous. That's probably why.
Senior, but I'm against it though still because of all the COVID stuff. I mean, hell,
I mean,
I would love to go to school, but I can't.
I mean, I want to
You
go
would
back
love to
because,
go to
like,
school.
wait.
You would love to go to school.
Hold on.
Whoa.
You want to go COVID? I'm kind of doubting Mr. Moon. He kind of has a reputation before from like different things. Like, I'm not fully targeting him or anything. I just feel like there's some type of risk.
I would kind of want to go back because I haven't been there like forever, and I want to see how much has changed since then. But like, I don't want to go at the same time because of like Corona.
Damn, sold yourself out.
See, Ryan, I'm gonna explain to you what's wrong with your point. The only thing that's really gonna change is that the desks are gonna be changed around, and that everyone's gonna have to wear a mask in school. That's
I know.
And there's also going to be like hand sanitizer stations.
I started focusing more on Chris, mainly because he did say that he wanted to go back to school and everything. So that kind of made me feel like he was the mole. I'm going to explain why I say I don't support the schools opening back up. Because one, my brother and sister are already going back to school soon anyway, and if they catch the corona, that means I'm gonna catch it, and my grandma's gonna catch it, and my mom's gonna catch it, and everybody else is gonna end up catching it.
Are they going physically?
That's the guy going to the army.
Really?
Shut up, Nick. You got to think about it like this: if schools open up, that's gonna end up increasing the spread of the corona even more than it already is now.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
I mean, some schools have been trying to go like 2 days, but I don't support that.
No, there was.
And the round is over.
I was targeted, I feel like, because I'm known to, like, quote unquote lie. And I definitely wasn't lying here. So
Yeah, hi.
All right,
So
hi.
I just want to go ahead and say something. I just want to go ahead and say something. Ryan, you said you did want to go back to school.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised that they all went on Tori because I immediately thought it was Ryan. Right off the bat, just the things Ryan was saying were way worse than the things Tori was saying. I was like, geez, why'd y'all get Tori out? Ryan obviously is lying.
No, but at the same time, I don't though. At the same time, I don't because of Corona.
No, this is new
Same
information.
time you do, same time you don't.
Actually, there's one thing I want to bring to attention. There's one person here that hasn't said anything the whole time.
We're all turning to him.
I was gonna point that out. I mean,
Butter.
he's speaking very slightly.
Quietly.
I haven't heard him say shit all game.
Yeah, I haven't.
No,
I
he's
haven't.
not going to. Here comes the timer.
If you believe that the mole is still in the cube and you wish to continue the game, hold up the card that has your name on it.
Haven't got the
Okay.
All right, look.
I want to be.
What do you want to say?
I'm not gonna end the game now because I really want to make sure because Butter hasn't said anything. I want to try to get something out of him.
Yeah, I haven't said.
But here's the thing.
Yeah, that's right. You haven't said anything. Don't. Why are you admitting to it?
Please say something.
What's the chance to speak? Everyone's speaking over.
Okay, go ahead.
That is a good point.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. But for me, my school pretty much decided to go 2 days to like, what the hell? Like, just go the entire week online. Didn't really get a chance to speak over everyone because they were pretty much talking over me.
I have a question.
What is it?
Do you like Taco Bell?
All right. The thing is, I agree with what you say. I don't believe that's what you're trying to say, but I agree with what you say. The system works as it is, okay? The system does work. I mean, we've been testing this stuff online for years. People have been going to online school. Now we're trying to make this into like a nationwide thing. Why go back to school when you already know the system works?
Yeah,
I mean,
why?
Because no, Johnny. I have the answer to your question. So that way the freaking government gets more coronavirus cases, so they can get more money out of everyone for the hospital bills.
Ooh, conspiracy theory. And Bill Gates is about to inject vaccines.
You see how the big name celebrities are donating money to quote unquote coronavirus research to find a vaccine, but yet Russia has already released the vaccine for it in the past couple days.
We don't know that, but we could be. We don't know.
Russia already released they're starting to release a vaccine for it because Putin tested it on his daughter.
JC hasn't really been saying anything the whole game, but Butter is really just trying to lay low, trying to think. He's trying to be the guy. He's trying to be the sneaky guy.
Yeah, if we go back to school, the kids is going to spike up more.
We were actually trying to hear Butter out, and honestly, it sounded like he was just spewing out a bunch of bullshit, if you ask me. Like, he tried his best to contribute to the topic, but half the stuff he was saying didn't really make any sense, and he was just repeating most of the stuff that people had already said.
I've heard around the news that like there's teachers who they already opened schools, and these certain teachers are like pretty much protesting against opening because they don't want to get in risk, and they have their own lives, they have families, so like their lives are pretty much just as important as the children. Their opinions matter just as much, so they should be considered as well.
It's gonna be like it's literally just a domino effect. The schools open back up.
Everyone's getting impacted.
See, this is literally how it's gonna go. The schools open back up. The cases spike up. We end up getting shut. The government shuts down again for another 2 months, and then we're back to where we started, back to square one.
Yep.
It's gonna be like a little endless cycle.
I just had a feeling he was lying about something. I mean, even JC kind of had me thinking a little bit though. Like, man, JC's not saying a lot. I get like the topic can be touchy for some people, but like there wasn't a lot of opinions going around. It was kind of a coin toss between either Johnny or JC. In Minneapolis, I live in a city. I live in a place where there's like a ton of freaking people. It's a tourist city. Oh damn it! All right. Oh well.
It appears that we have a two-way tie between Johnny, and Butter. So each of you has 30 seconds to present your case.
I'm gonna be honest. Butter has been silent throughout the entire game, but the thing is, I don't think he understands the situation as it is right now. We can't reopen the schools for many reasons, because everybody's trying to capitalize all over the coronavirus pandemic. The system works. Everybody knows what's going on. If the system works, why reopen the schools? There's no point in reopening the schools if we already have everything set up.
If we open the schools, then our generation is going to die out, which means less people in our population.
I feel like there's still some type of risk with Johnny. I know he's giving really good evidence, everyone else's, but I feel like Johnny could be a little bit of the caveat.
So Johnny, I'd like to hear more about what you were saying.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. If we open the schools, we already have everything figured out. We sent Chromebooks to people. We've got many people just in their homes. They're all comfortable. The thing is, why would you want to go to school if you already have the system figured out? And like unsaid, the government just wants to capitalize over the coronavirus. But the thing is, what's the point? Why do we need to go to school? We already have everything figured out. Fuck whatever the government has to say. The government's already corrupt as it is. A bunch of old white men that just wants to keep this pandemic going.
Part of me really thought it was Johnny at first after we got Butter out, because he kept saying bringing up all these different topics, and I'm just like, you've said that before in like the past couple rounds. So, like, take for example, everyone that got laid off from their jobs because of the corona, right? There's been plenty of people that's been laid off, people that's been working nonstop. You do realize, this might be besides the point, but you do realize that people who currently are collecting unemployment checks are getting more money than people that are actually going out there and working to stop the pandemic.
No, I'm well aware of that. I know that. I've been working 40 hours a week. I'm still like fucking making not that much every 2 weeks.
Exactly. And then on
I remember
top of
this
that,
one story. Didn't they send like stimulus checks to like dead people? There's like $1 billion worth of stimulus checks.
Shit, I got my stimulus back.
I think the reason why I got voted out as much is because I kept repeating the same, like, oh, well, the system works. The system works. I can't think of anything else to say. The system works. What else do you want me to say?
If you believe that the mole is still in the square and you wish to continue the game, please hold up the card with your name on it.
So there's one thing I want to bring to our attention before this all begins. JC, you barely said anything this whole entire time.
Yeah, that's right. Honestly, what's on your mind?
This topic is really touchy because I do want to go back, but I don't because it's very risky. The thing is, part-time, that's been suggested to my school personally. So what they want to do is that they have half of the population of the school go with a bunch of restrictions, and the other half does go. So and does, you know what I mean? Have them go online, have them go in person. That one is kind of risky, but it's still a choice for those who do want to go. Because, in my opinion, it feels much more helpful for someone to go in person. But at the same time, if this is going the way we don't want it to go, with cases rising, then yeah, it should go back to just online. And that's happening here in my town. I'm the most awkwardest person in this whole community. Like, I try my best to like talk and everything, even if they're my friends. This is such a touchy subject, and all of my opinions about the same time. I haven't been in school for so long. I have so much stresses on me, and thinking about going back to school, one person documented everything, including pictures and transcripts of whatever they saw, and they got not expelled, but they got suspended for it.
Yeah, I heard about that.
That was that lady in Georgia.
Yeah, and then they lifted the suspension a couple days later.
Bro, respect on that girl for taking that picture, because that's how fucked this system really is.
And they literally told all the students not to take any pictures or anything, so it doesn't look bad on them.
My fucking football coach cares more about the pandemic more than the actual school systems do.
I think what schools should have, if they reopen, I'm not saying they should reopen, but if they reopen, what they should do is do like this thing I saw that the Denver Broncos are doing. They got like a little sanitizing thing that they gotta
Oh,
walk.
you mean the sanitizer?
Oh yeah,
station
they got
that
to
walk
walk with
for
them.
practice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I've
thing
seen
is-
that.
The thing is, why don't they have those sanitizing stations at schools if they want to reopen it?
Because
It'd be even
that
more
would make
safe. Why
sense.
don't they have
don't care. School districts don't care.
Now that we're here, I feel like there's absolutely 100% risk of me getting out.
If the lights around you turn red, that means the mole is still between the one of you two in the cube. If the red lights turn green, that means you have voted it out and you win the prize and you split it between each other. Are you ready?
No.
Too
So
bad.
we could. One of us is going to Taco Bell, or we could both go to Denny's tonight. Oh,
we did it! Yes, we did it!
Yes,
Can I
sir.
guess? Wait. Can I guess who it was?
Yeah, can I guess who it was?
If you are the mole, please step forward.
Butter.
Yeah, because they were.
I
just
can't say I
throwing
didn't
everything
see
with-
that.
I told you.
I'm
I
gonna
told-
be completely
Remember when
honest.
all of you were Remember when all of you were trying to stop the game? Without me, had I not stopped the game, then we would have lost.
I'm gonna be completely.
I took an L for the
honest.
team.
Well, I could like explain more about instead of like one thing, but my mind at the time wasn't really responding from that single thought.
He's not really speaking a lot, bouncing off of other people. I haven't really seen him crashing into the like conversations because that's what I've been trying to do this whole round. All these rounds, like
He wasn't talking as much, and I didn't catch that in the first round. I honestly don't remember anybody's voice. I know a few of y'all's voices. But
Butter was not much of a surprise. If it was someone like Nick or I would be super surprised because they would have hit that well.
Woo! We're going to Taco Bell.
I thought it was
we were
Denny's.
going to Denny's.
Oh yeah, we're going to Denny's. Boom, bang, bing. We did
Shut
it.
the fuck up.
Bang bean.
One thing I would take from this experience: some people are really bad liars. I, on the other hand, I'm a great fucking liar, but some people are just really terrible liars, and it shows.
Don't trust any fucking narcs, kids. Because narcs suck.
Try to not make things so obvious. And I have to try to work on my lying, so then I don't make myself more obvious than I already was. Because that's what got me out of the game, and that's what kind of got me thinking, okay, I need to work on my lying skills more, so that I don't make myself obvious.
I have like 50 tweets, so
yeah.
you can you can leave me alone.
I will say that I use Twitter, I use Discord, and I do use Facebook.
I support the regular use of social media.
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 One is a liar.